chú vào hơi thở, thọ khổ liền tiêu tan. Ai chăm sóc thuốc thang, kẻ đau ốm tật nguyền. Phước báo nhiều vô kể, bằng cúng dường Như Lai. Ai chăm sóc thuốc thang, kẻ đau ốm tật nguyền. Phước báo nhiều vô kể, bằng cúng dường Như Lai. Sớm mai hầu Thế Tôn vào thôn quê khất thực, nhìn dáng người rạng rỡ thấy tự hào biết bao. Nhớ lời mẹ dạy bảo, chắp tay hỏi Phật Đà. Người làm đấng xuất thế, gia tài hãy cho con. Này con thơ yêu dấu, muốn xin ra tài nào. Vương cung đầy phiền não, hay giáo pháp Như Lai. Một gia tài bất tử, một gia tài phù du. Con thích gia tài nào, hỡi con thơ dấu yêu.
Trân trọng kính chào quý khán thính giả đang theo dõi chương trình. Âm thanh nó có vẻ nó lớn quá, sao lạ, ai đụng nó sao? Có ai đụng đi qua đụng nó không? Cho chút xíu anh. À. Âm thanh tự nhiên nó có ai vướng nó. Rồi, chúng ta trở lại. Cứ on lên. Rồi. Rồi bắt đầu em con. Trân trọng kính chào quý khán thính giả đang theo dõi chương trình trùng tụng Tam Tạng Kinh Phật giáo quốc tế diễn ra tại Đại học Sayadaputra. Thưa quý vị, hôm nay ngày thứ 19 cuối ngày, chúng ta hân hạnh đón chào hai vị diễn giả đến từ Thái Lan. Một vị đến từ Thái Lan, một người cũng là người Thái Lan nhưng đến từ ở Texas, có chia sẻ những cái nội dung trong hôm nay. Xin các vị cho một tràng pháo tay để mà chúng ta nhiệt liệt đón chào.
We would like to, today is the 19th day of the event, the Tripitaka event, and there will be two professor speakers today. Both of Masters introduced that both of you are from Thailand, but one from Thailand and one from Texas. So we'll be sharing some topics today. Thank you.
Kính thưa lập quý vị, Thái Lan là một xứ sở áo vàng, xứ sở Phật giáo. Phật giáo đã thấm nhuần ở trong lòng của người dân, và do vậy mà hầu như tất cả những sinh hoạt của người Thái Lan, theo chúng tôi được biết, thì Phật giáo có ảnh hưởng rất lớn. Cho nên hy vọng các vị diễn giả đến với chúng ta hôm nay sẽ đem lại một cái cách nhìn, một cái sự trải nghiệm sâu sắc ở trong cái quá trình ứng dụng Phật giáo vào trong cuộc sống.
Thailand is a nation with Buddhism as the main national religion, so with very deep faith. And we wish to listen to you, learn from you, the speakers of tonight's presentation, the sharing of how deeply a Buddhist application, Buddhist philosophy, and its deep meaning in our daily life. Yes.
Kính thưa liệt quý vị, kính thưa hai vị diễn giả SBU TV, trong giờ hội thảo này, chúng ta nhận thấy có 10.000 gần gần 10.000 người đang tham dự và theo dõi chương trình này.
Yeah. So SBU TV, right now, currently, there are almost 10,000 viewers are viewing our program. And yes.
Đây là một chương trình truyền hình trực tiếp. Chúng ta SBU TV chúng ta có 6 quận hạt phủ sóng tại vùng Nam Cali và các cái bang tầng khác ở các quốc gia cũng như 50 tiểu bang Hoa Kỳ.
We have the SBU TV covers 6 counties and also some other states around the US. So this program tonight is live broadcasting.
Do vậy cho nên chúng tôi muốn thưa trước hai vị diễn giả một chút để chúng ta trong quá trình diễn thuyết có thể chúng ta hướng tới cái lượng thính giả rất đông đảo đang hướng đến chương trình live trực tiếp của chúng ta tại đây.
Yes. So Master wished when you speak to the audience, please keep in your heart that you're sharing information to almost 10,000 viewers are viewing right now too.
Và việc cuối cùng chúng tôi muốn thay mặt cho Đại học Sa Buddha nói một lời cảm ơn rất là sâu sắc đối với hai vị diễn giả đã vượt cái đường xa xôi đến đóng góp một cái đề tài. Đây là một cái tình cảm rất lớn và chúng tôi luôn ghi nhận cái tinh thần này. Xin cảm ơn các vị rất là nhiều.
Yeah. Master, on behalf of the SBU, is deeply gratitude to your effort and your contribution. Especially, you have to go from a very long distance to be here and sharing your knowledge, your experience to all of us. And again, he's deeply thank you for all your sharings tonight.
Cuối cùng chúng tôi xin chúc cho buổi hội thảo được thành công tốt đẹp. Và giờ đây xin mời giáo sư hiệu trưởng lên điều hợp chương trình.
He wished the success for tonight's presentation, and please, the Chancellor.
So if you have been on our campus, so first, welcome to Vesak 2650 International Tripitaka Recitation Ceremony and Lecture Series. If you have been on our campus, you know that Dr. Phanommas has been helping me tremendously. She has attended all the student presentations. And in the words, and if you are joining and following our Digha Nikaya chanting, she has, in the words of the sutta, she has encouraged, fired up, and inspired our students, especially our Thai-speaking students. So I am deeply honored and also very grateful for her presence. And I will read her bio. Dr. Phanommas Bamrungsin is a Thai academic lecturer and researcher specializing in higher education development, communication studies, and digital innovation in Buddhist education. She earned her doctoral degree in management, cooperative education from Suranaree University of Technology, Thailand. She is currently serving at Mahamakut Buddhist University, where she contributes to the academic instruction, curriculum development, and educational research. That's quite a lot. Her research interests includes competency-based education, work-integrated learning, English for communication, and digital transformation in higher education. As a researcher and speaker, she actively participates in academic seminars like ours, international collaborations, promoting educational innovation, learning-centered approaches, and future-ready learning strategies for the 21st century and ASEAN educational development and interdisciplinary Buddhist education. Joining her, she has also, I want to introduce to you another doctor. I want to introduce to you Dr. Narupollawat of Hastindra Ayudhaya. Okay, and his bio. With his extensive educational background, including Doctor of Management Cooperative Education from Suranaree University, Thailand, Graduate Certificate of English as Medium of Instruction from Ohio University, and TESOL from California State University, Los Angeles, and MA in English Communication from Burapha University, Thailand. He brings a unique blend of academic excellence and practical experience. He currently serves as guest speaker for private and public universities, both domestically and internationally, and works as a flight attendant for American Airlines based in Dallas-Worth, Texas. Also, I don't know how you guys managed to fit so many things into your lives. Okay, so welcome you to the stage, and we are honored to learn from you tonight.
Thank you very much for the MCs, and we very honored to present today. First of all, a good evening again for our most venerables and venerable monks, nuns, right, and or online participants and also on site. I'm very all honored and also very grateful to present in here. That's very beautiful opportunity in my life. Okay, so today the thing that's all right. Okay, I would like to share to everyone. I think this issue or this topic that's very interesting. Especially for the higher educations or the education right now that would like to improve or would like to create the curriculum or the program that suit with the future or suit with the requirements of the society. All right. Okay, let's see together. But what about the future of Buddhist education? That should move from the traditional text-based learning, right? Venerable, that's we know about that. We have a lot of the theories, we have a lot of the memorizing, right? To try to remember and try to understand. But anyway, the ways of the Buddhist learning should more emphasize on the practical and real-life connected learnings for the modern world. That's right? Yeah, yes, everyone say yes. Yeah, I think so. Then, yeah, it should place more emphasis beyond memorization, right? Focusing instead of awakenings of the mind, all right? And cultivating the part of compassion and wisdom. All right. Yes, I think that's very important for the AI world because we need the compassion and wisdom of persons. We are not a robot, right? Yeah, we are the human beings that we need kind of the harmonizing, right? Kind of the peacefulness in ourselves and also in the society as well, okay? Then can be integrated with the Buddhisms, and a wide range of fields include, for example, right, technology, AI, psychology, medicines, consulting, educations, humanities, social science, global citizenship, that were all beneficial for the humankind, right? I think that the aim to create a Buddhist education is it's not for like, we earned a lot of the bassinet, right? Or earned against a lot of kind of the bassinet thing, but I think important that to awaken peoples and to heal the world and, create or benefits for all sentient beings. All right. And however, the futures of, the global and interdisciplinary Buddhist education can be shaped, right, by the needs and the trends of society, okay, such as lifelong learning, all right, and what aging societies, right, hybrid and global classrooms, AI assistance and ethical learnings, competencies-based, personalized education, experiential transformative learning, and intercultural communication in real life. Do you think it looks interesting? Yeah, all right. Then we, have a look together. Okay, for the first one that is lifelong and aging-oriented learning society. Yes, why, I come out, this point first. Actually, and we talked about the future, education, there are a lot of the issue, right? There are a lot of things that we can, emphasize. But anyway, we can observe right now our society. You think is that true? That today the world is facing two main trends, and aging populations and declining birth rates. Right? Yes. About, 10% of the global population is now ages 65 and above. And this number is still increasing. At the same time, many countries such as Japan, South Korea, including Thailand, and United States, have low birth rates below the replacement level, right? Easy understand that. People very scared, very fear, right, to give birth babies, and right, and then or the society become the aging society. Right now, they fear, about the threat or rising the children, right, about the economics, about the Cellphone in their lives, about the disaster, and a lot of things, right? That's why right now the trends of the world become the aging society. All right, that is means society are become older because, that's why the lifelong learning is become very important. Education is no longer only the students or young people, right? Due to the technological change and changing the life skill, people need to learn throughout their entire lives. You think that right? Yes, yes, I appreciate, all participants here, and also I think on the TV too. Okay, so the possible learning format. I just come out the idea and then hope that gonna, benefit in the future. Then short course, more requests right now. Students no more, patience enough to study 3 years, 4 years, right? So the short course for the aging society, I think that's suitable. Then can consider, or the professional training and certificates programs, micro, credentials and digital, badges, or including the credit bank and lifelong learning pathway. Right, for example, the credit bank is like lifelong learning. You earn, for example, if you can earn 30 credits, right, then you can get the certificate. But any years, any long time, long time as much as you want to learn. For example, this year you earn 5 credits, next year you earn 10 credits, and after that you earn 5 credits. And when you complete all the credits, right, just like the bank is look like that, we, deposit or keep deposit money into the bank, right, until you can, complete all the credits course, then you get the achievement. Not mentioned about 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, no, whatever. All right. You think that's interesting? Yes, yes. Yeah, right now the learning is become like that. Even those for the high school go to the bachelor degrees or the bachelor degree to the master and doctor there still, in Thailand, we start to use like the cry of the credit banks as well. Okay, then some if they have, like boy at home, have nothing much to do, or they would like to enhance themselves, then they can join the diploma degree or continuing education program. It's harder than that. Anyways, a kind of the community learning, integration, international learning programs or online hybrids, and are required to. But anyway, the trends of the learnings right now for aging needs to be very flexible. All right? Yeah, important. Okay? So I have the idea that for the educational institution that we can offer, some types of the focusing area. For example, mostly we offer what mindfulness and mental well-being practice, right? Yeah, we all got that. But I think we can offer more. Okay, that is holistic health promotions, right? Based on Buddhist principle, that's a beyond the physical health, or that it include the, mental, social, spiritual, and environmental well-being. This is all kind of thing, that related to our life that have to integrate this together. It's not just only mental part or physical part, but it's become the, the holistic integration, right? Just like mental, physical, social, environment. That is a kind of the promotion of the education and, the aging society. Another one that is compassionate care and palliative care. I think some have heard about this. That's referred to providing physical, emotional, social, and spiritual support to people who are seriously ill, right? Or elderly, or approaching the end of the life. Help them live with the comfort, dignity, and peace. Just like we can say like peace in end of the light or well dying. Right? Yes, have very, interesting, and in Thailand have this kind of case as well. The temple, handle very good. As he also graduated from Mahachula MCU. Then he got the scholarship from Thai government. I handle with them, I support as a part of MBU, for kind of translation and visiting. That's very interesting too. Because older people or a kind of like, the options for the some people that they don't want to treat by the hospital, the Western hospital, or in general way, but their needs are treated by the Buddhist way, like practice meditation, eat the healthy food and cultivate themselves, rather than using only the medicine, right? And peaceful dying. All right, there is a trend too. It's like one-stop service, start from, your life, sickness, and die and burn there. All right. Yes. Yes. I sent a part of their, activity, one-stop service temple. All right. And education too. Okay. Yes. And, next is the education should be the wisdom-based living. We should not be the kind of the selfishness, right? Or the kinds of the discrimination. No, I think we should enhance each other's. Go to, the path of like relations and based on the wisdom, living, and life purpose development. Okay, some, in right now, for the educational trends, we're gonna heard frequently, just for example, you have to re-skills, right? Up skills, and you have to update yourself as a new skills. You think about, we always use the AI application, right? We already use a lot of, modern application. It's every day, there are every day that up the versions. Am I correct, right? We not yet pay that license, another one come again, right? And a lot of, competitions. That's the AI or technology. But anyway, thinking about ourselves, or thinking about their, aging or older adults, some that live at home, if they have the kind of the activities or the program, in our education that they can, feel, they should have their own values. All right. Yeah. And they can enjoy, themselves for the reskill. That means repeat the skill that you have done and you forgot, you repeat again, upskill. You have done already, you make it better. All right. Or new skill, learn something new. If so, we're going to fake this kind of like, forgot, right? I forget how to say, like, easily to forget because we don't learn the new things. All right. So we can design, the activities or the programs that, the aging that love most about that. Okay. So there is some idea, about the agings, or the oldest adult educations based on Buddhism. For the first one, there anyways you have the second one. That is, I think, or our participants quite used to get used to this kind of thing. That is what hybrid learnings and global classrooms. Right? Yes, this means, we can offer the class by online. All right, and can give the beautiful opportunity to the people around the world. All right, actually, I also very appreciate the method in here. I so grateful and excited, in the same time because today have the, on online and TV, right? This is my first time, Normally I join the conference, but we don't show to the, TV. Yeah, that is my first time, So thank you very much for this opportunity. Yeah, there is our, advantages from technology that can, support the ways of the learning to cater with the, the on-site. All right, the on-site class, just like the class, in the education, some really important that need real practice. That is an on-site practice, right? Something we can do in the online, but something we cannot do through online. Am I correct, right? Yeah. So yeah, the thing that we can do through online, just like some theory, some kind of teachings, but the real practice, for example, meditations way, or the kind of treatment or the chores of the counseling, way and so on. I think then the Buddhist education can, integrate this method to the teaching learning nowadays. All right. Anyway, for the technologies and also to the AI support, everything's in the world, right? As we know that have both advantages and also disadvantages, right? Another one thing that is AI assisted learnings and ethical disruption. Yeah, we have heard a lot, right, about the AI. We every day, we cannot avoid, in this modern society. Okay, AI rapidly reshaping global education through adaptive learning system. Who not adapt, you very difficult to survive. Am I correct, right? Because this world always changing and we need to always adapting ourselves. Yes, then, have to learn about the AI and use into the advantage way. Or case or intelligent tutor AI support kinds of the learning or translating. We can use about that too. But anyway, the AI also create profound ethical concerns that involve misinformation, right? Some we got the wrong information and makes us misunderstanding. So that to very careful, very be careful and awareness. Okay, awareness to use the AI and the information. Okay, or anyway, UNESCO 2021 argued that AI in education must remain human, centered, ethically governed, and socially responsible. All right? Whatever AI is AI. AI is not human beings. All right? Am I correct, right? Whatever, they have their own benefits, but we still need kind of the human feeling. All right? Buddhist education, the strength point that is we emphasize through human beings rather than we use high technologies, about that. So within this context, Buddhist education contributes critical human, dimension that AI cannot replace. All right, some medical treatment or some kind of teaching, AI can handle more than the people, right? More than the doctors or more than the teacher. Anyway, think about the Buddhist education. I think however, AI is still difficult to handle, just like kind of the encouragement, kind of the counseling, kind of the meditation or mindfulness suggestion. I don't think I think we are just like Buddhist educations or Buddhist leader. We still have the role to enhance, to integrate, to use our human, ability, not just only use AI to handle our educations. Do you think right? Yes, thank you very much. Yeah. Exactly, I have good example to. Anyway, you can find out yourself. Okay, there is a AI robot training as a Buddhist monk in Japan. It's quite lovely. Some people try to find out some things like excited or the kind of like new or technology, right? Then that's AI robot monk, right? Have kind of like greeting support. They use like the memorizing program, and Buddha teaching into the robot. And when you ask something, they're gonna, give you the information about the Buddhist teaching. I think we can use this for the, the advantage of the AI to promote our education too. If we promote, okay, SBU have the AI หลวงพี่หลวงพ่อ right? Robot. Wow, everyone would like to come and see, right? Even the short talk, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I would like to see หลวงพี่หลวงพ่อ or AI. All right? Yes, about that. It's a kind of the promotion, or enhancement, or to the Buddhist education as well. Depend on the way, that we know how to use it to be, advantage, right? Okay. Okay. Anyway, whatever we use, AIs, but we still have to very clear our point of the education. Exactly the Buddhist education that is very, very important for the mankind. All right? Or we offer to people exactly the main thing that is what? That is to awaken. All right? Awaken the people. Awaken oneself. All right? Awaken from desire, whatever level that we can do. All right? We a little bit increase, but anyway, we start to awaken. Am I correct, right? That is the main goal of the offer the education. If so, we can assume or feel of the education, right? Other education can do AI. They can offer, medicine. They can offer a kind of teaching, engineering, technology. They offer, but how about us? What is the strength point that we differ, from others? Educational institution, that's it. We, have the teaching that can awaken people and awaken oneself, especially for the speaker today, have to awaken too, right? About that, yes. And the way of wisdom, compassion, mindfulness, ethical intention, or the inner transformation. Yeah, you can see that I select the pictures for you. Education should grab our minds and should transform, our, internal, right? The cultivations, the mind, to be to the path of the wisdom, to the path of the releasing then you can see the picture or in here to release all types of the attachment. All right. And then, therefore, Buddhist education contribution like ethical judgment beyond data. Yeah, beyond data. You can find whatever you want to know. You ask ChatGPT. You ask AI. You ask Google professor. They can give you more than us, all the question. But don't forget, Buddhist education for mind, all right? For, the human beings, the mind healing, right? It's not from memorizing or the data, all right? It's about that. Or, the empathies, the care, the self-awareness, the responsible action, self-cultivation, pure and purification, finally can attain the liberations from the attachment. Right? That can start from the foundation, right? And, make it upper, and finally, can attain, the maximum level that is liberations or release from all kinds of the suffering from your mind. All right? Yeah, there is a strength of the same point, the advantage of the Buddhist education. Yes, you agree that? Yes, thank you very much. Yeah. And number 4, I think everyone here, or on the TV have heard frequently about what is it? Competency-based learning, right? But I add another one more. It's not just only the competency-based learning, I add one more. It's become competency-based and personalized education. Yes. Think about, right now, our life, our the people in the society. Think about ourselves, me too, all right? Yeah, we face a lot of problems in the life. Am I correct, right? We face a lot, and it's more and more in every day. For example, stress, anxiety, depressions, burnouts, loneliness, social isolation, emotional instability, fear of failure, lack of life purpose. Yeah, you can see some people or new generation, they don't know their value of their life and the purpose of their life. They face a lot of problems. Finally, they decide to the right way. To the wrong way, right? And suicide themselves, very sad. All right, they don't know the way to cope or difficulties in the life. Yeah, therefore, this is our duty. All right, just give them the way. Correct, right? Give them the way. Yes, ourselves too. Then, that's a very important. Therefore, I present the picture here. You can see that this Buddha, the black statue, right? But he's whole, the candle, the light of the candle. Yeah, our Buddhist education should be the light for others. All right? Give them the way to make their life to be better, as a light at the candle. Okay? So, that's in here. There's a help to solve the life for them and create the inspiration. All right? Yeah. There's a duty that, other types of the educational institution difficult to follow. All right? That is our duty. Not just only teaching them, give them the way. All right? Show them the method and inspire them, and, help each other to just like release the attachment and have more compassion together. Okay? Yeah, time very limited. Yeah, very limited of the times. And, I give some example for the competencies-based and personalized education. For example, competencies-based learning that is focused on the skills, and the real performance. For the personalized that it, adjusts to each learner's style and progress. All right. Then, you have the competency beyond the skill. Competency, that is a set of combining skills, attitudes, kind of behavior, ability. You know, when combined together, it's become the competency. All right? If we have high competency, you don't worry, you're going to get opportunity. All right? No worry, people very difficult to achieve their life because they forget to the aim, but they forgot to focus themselves to improve their own competency. All right? Am I correct, right? Yes, about that. Yeah, sure. You know, and think about everyone have their own lifestyle. Adjust about that. Make them happy. Come to learn whatever, you know, difficult to, in your life. You come here, all problem gonna gone. All right? Yes. Yeah, this organization, very nice. I would like to come and learn. All right. We have to encourage, you know, each others and create the positive energy together. Okay? Yeah. All right. And, you know, there is an example, some, you know, top 10 called life skill, you know, recommended by World Health Organization. Yeah. A lot, you know, just like problem solving, you know, critical thinking, practice, you know, community and so on. All right, that is, you know, the recommended by World Health Organization to make that have more, you know, healthy, right? Both mental and physical. But anyway, we can think, you know, the WHO also provide very, you know, useful too. But we should have kind of the strength point that we, you know, can make it, you know, into ourselves, you know, not emphasize outside. All right, that I give the for example that Buddhist education can handle about the way of life, you know, to solve the problem that I mentioned before about the mental health challenges, social problems, you know, emotional instability, physical challenges, lack of life purpose. You know, I provide some the details in here, but anyway, the time very limited. Okay, I will not talk more details about that. Yes, and importance of the learning. As I mentioned, the learnings of the Buddhist teaching, not from memorizing, all right, but important that know the way how to practice. Then I show, you know, this experiential and transformative learning, you know, that can start from the create, you know, as experiences, reflectives, observation, you know, abstract, you know, conceptualization and active experimentation. I mean, when you have kind, you know, some kind of practice and experiences, for example, kind of the meditation, and you can, you know, learn from that, and you have like this, the trainer or the teacher, you know, feedback you, reflect you, then you're gonna improve. All right, and can give their assessment or a positive, you know, feedback to the learner. Yeah, that is, you know, we call as kind of adapting of the reflective model according to the globe, you know, just like give the idea about that. Yeah, all right. It is some ideas about the integration, you know, the Buddhist subject to other field of the study. Can integrate it to the general education, for example, in Thailand, or the core subject of their own program, or into the practicum program. There is some example. All right, time very limited. Anyway, I just would like to conclude for my own part that what is the world need from the Buddhist education? Let me think together. The world needs what? Data. That we have a lot of data about the Buddhist teaching. I think can ask from ChatGPT or can ask from Professor Google, right? Or other time. Data, you got a lot. Okay? Information does mean you data to analyze, you know, all right? Or knowledge, right? Or knowledge. There are a lot of knowledge, people knowledgeable in the world. But I think the exact thing that we need in the world, that is what? The wisdom. All right? Yeah, that I can see, you know, in this presentation, the wisdom. Then therefore, the Buddhist education for the future, you know, choose emphasize on the wisdom more than. So for my session, you know, I can complete only this. And next, I would like to invite Dr. Narupollawat, Hastindra, Ayudhaya to present next very interesting too. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for the presentation from Dr. Pammy or Dr. Phanommas. Thank you. That's a very impressive presentation, and she helps me a lot. Being the professor, university professor in Thailand, like about 15 years, and I quit. And so I just changed my life, flying life. So that's why I've been learning a lot, and I love studying about the intercultural communication. So this part is very important. Like in the part, I said the intercultural communication skills is very important for not just like in the real world, but also in the terms of religious or the future Buddhist global education integration. Let me give you like a few, just a short definition for intercultural communication. Do you have any ideas what the definition? So I do like the short summary. Intercultural communication skill defined as you have your own culture, you understand your own culture, and you understand other culture without any prejudice. So that's it. So that is very important. And why? Why intercultural communication skills is very important to people nowadays. So as you can see from the slide, we have the top barriers. We said the top barriers to intercultural communications. I think everybody knows that all over the world, people travel from process to process. Of course, we were born and raised in our own culture, and we have our own mother tongue, our own language. You got it, right? So what is like the first thing? The language, the first barrier is the language difference. Of course, I was born in Thailand. You were born somewhere. You were like from Vietnam, from Myanmar, from Cambodia, from Singapore, from everywhere. So we travel, but we are now here in the US together. So what is the language barrier and difference? English. So now we use English to understand each other. How? But why it seems to be a problem? Of course, it's a big problem because as Dr. Phanommas have just presented, age and language is so difficult to be improved sometimes. I moved here permanently last 5 years. So my language barriers that I had, I don't understand American accent. Why? Because in my country, we study English from where? Textbook. So I've been speaking English from the textbook. And when I moved here, I didn't even understand like American English. So, okay, just make it easier. Let me ask you a quick question. Where are our university located? This university, where is our university located? In Orange County. What? In Orange County. What? Oh, in Orange County? We have the T. But you know, when we moved here, I didn't hear American people speak T. All right, so that's the language barrier, but it's not their fault, but it's our fault for me because I have my own culture and I try to understand their own culture. That's the first thing that we should learn, trying to understand other culture and the way that the language different. And how about the other one, the cultural stereotype and prejudice? Oh, he come here, he doesn't speak English, but don't talk to him. So don't prejudice because people have the different background and different chance to learn. Even for me, I've been working a lot, and the way that I try to improve my language, I was riding the metro from Long Beach to LA to hear people speak, and I just try to adjust my listening skill to understand people. Okay, I understand. This is the way that American people do to speak. And another thing that is the most important thing is that cause culture shock is nonverbal communication. You know nonverbal communication? I love you. You are the best. Blah blah blah. Even me, I've been traveling a lot, many countries for the international conference and doing the lecture for the international student. I have my own problem and culture shock to my coworker. What I said, I was working on the plane, and I usually work in the first class, and I walked to my coworker in the back. For example, Pam, do you have some Coke Zero? Do you have some Coke Zero? Yes. And you know what my coworker did to me? She was, can I have some Coke Zero? I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to be rude, okay, but I just showed you like, there. She used her foot to point at the stuff that I wanted to pick up. That's a culture shock for the nonverbal, using the gesture that consider rude to Thai people. We don't touch the monk on the head or even like the ordinary people. And we don't use the feet to point at the stuff. And it's so considered rude. And I got so mad. I just walked up back to my kitchen, my Gary. And she says, Jackie, are you okay? I'm good. And she brought me some, and I told her finally, because I don't want to have any problem, because I rethink about myself. I need to understand, because she has the different language and culture. So that's why we just share and we didn't get mad to each other. So for the other things that we very important, the high and low context. What is the high and low context? The high context is mean the country that usually indirect speech. You know, indirect speech. If I get mad, I didn't say that I'm mad. If I did something wrong, you say, well, that's you should do blah 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 to do this thing better. Just try to use the indirect speech and the words to make it more polite. That's in the high context community, like Thailand, of course, Japan, Korean, and China. We always try to avoid to hurt people feeling in conversation. And for how about the low context? Oh, that's not good, man. You shouldn't do like that. That's it. The direct speech that we usually use here, where U.S. That's it, of course, right? Okay, for the another, that's very important that we need to understand for all of those stuff that I really want to present. Just a few of those very important topic presenting here, and why, if we have no knowledge of the intercultural communication, that we can maybe we can turn to be weakness by the language barrier that I used to have, the communication misunderstanding, and ethnographic system. We interpret people. We how about this very important word, ethnocentrism. So sometimes people judge, and when it was eating, I use spoon and fork to eat rice. And my friends or coworkers, Jackie, why you use two fork? No, I didn't use two fork. I use spoon and fork to eat rice. And I just showed them how to make it like a very good one before putting in your mouth. It's not just using the fork to eat the rice, and it's like make a mess all over your place or on the table. But that in that conversation, we just show and share, not to judge or make people feel bad up in conversation. That means that you have intercultural communication skills. Okay, so the other thing that I'm so proud of my life to be the Buddhist, and when I was working, I have my the pin, the United States pins and the Thai pins, and the passenger said, "Oh, Jackie, where are you from?" "I'm from Thailand, originally." "Oh, I heard about the program of Walk of Peace." "Yeah, of course, yeah, I do. Yeah, we do." And I have some question. "Yeah, go ahead," because I already done the service. I know that people were very happy about the Buddhist monks from various countries. They just walk for the peace without saying nothing, but they show us a lot. But I've been to Thailand before. I know that I see some people, like the local people, males and females, just try to approach the Buddhist monk, and they want to give the offering, the food, the flowers and those stuff to the monks, and even they just want to touch. They just want to touch. "Oh, thank you for everything." The people, as you can see from here, and hey, what's your question? Oh, the question is, I know that the female shouldn't touch the monk, right? Yes. But do you think that it's going to be is considered fault for me? I never consider that action or the way that she do false because people want to share their the great attitude and expressing their happy and appreciation to the monk, and the monk themselves understand and realize the way that she do only very supportive and make everything understandable. So that's why our Buddhist monk understand people and make our religious the best and the better press for them. So that's why the intercultural turned to be the very good concept and very support the peaceful coexistence, international collaboration, gather people together on the street, even like walking in the snowstorm, and make it like inclusive learning, of course, multicultural understanding. And of course, our Buddhist monk know that sometimes like touching with the woman in public is considered really like break the regulation, the rules, right? But at that time, I don't think it's any fault, anyone's fault or any mistake, but from the clean hearts, expressing to each other. Yes, that means we have intercultural communication skill as the global citizenship member. You understand what I'm saying? Thank you. So that's why, like, for the other things that we have the intercultural communication, is turned to be a skill that already exists in UNESCO because they already put that one that in the international understanding or the international study, we should focus on the intercultural communication and make it to be another competency in educational system, right? Because it helps the people to have the peace education, as the global citizenship, intercultural dialogue, human rights awareness, and multi-skill all together. So also, as we can see in many international conference about the religious, even the school in Buddhism, there are several schools that we gather together. We share the way, the belief together. That's the thing that we understand. We interculturalize and internationalize, becoming together in terms of the Buddhist educational context. And for on the other side, that the multicultural classroom, that helps. That helps the people who are getting together try to understand people more than just, I don't like you, I don't want to talk to you. But we learn, we are here. We are different, but anyway, we are here. It means we are one. That's the intercultural communication skill. So, and the other thing that that's help people to be like understand more. But this one is cannot be working. But I try to I already summarize about the way that from my work that caused the intercultural misunderstanding. I already talked about that stuff. I try to do, and you know what? I'm really happy to see that I just try to go online and search our university curriculum and instruction and the courses that we provide. We have this one. Intercultural communication, that means the student here and everybody here, we are at the same pathway of education for the future Buddhist education. We focus on the intercultural community, 3 units. So if in the future, if I have a chance, I'm gonna bring more knowledge and experience to share just in to help each other for the bigger improvement. Yes. So that's all for now. I already mostly from the classroom that I've been teaching from in Thailand, China, Namibia, and South Africa. I'm just get invitation to be a guest speaker in this coming August. So we focus on everything. We bring people with different experience to share, because you can picture and you can imagine about if you hear something about people experience, it can turn to be a big picture if we share. So that's why I have, in my course, I have the training and bring people reflection. Reflections mean I show you something and you write and share your idea about what I'm saying. That's showing your reflection. And mentorship, of course, just in case if the student coming from Thailand to the US, just in case if they have some misunderstanding or problem, we always try to have a very good manner and a teacher to help them to make through and get learning better from the experiential learning. So I'm gonna let Dr. Phanommas to do some conclusion about our presentation. I hope you learned something. I try to wrap up for everything and make it on time. Thank you so much for your participation. Thank you so much.
Okay. So thank you very much for the Dr. Jackie and for the audience as well. So for the conclusions for our presentation today, Buddhist education is a guiding light for the humanities beyond race, language, nations, and cultures, right? Its nature's compassion, wisdom, and equal opportunities for all. In the age of AI and digital transformation, it becomes even more important as an ethical foundation that helps people stay mindful, responsible, and caring in using technologies. This is truly a precious gift for all sentient beings. Thank you very much. Yeah.
So we are at time tonight. Thank you so much for your participation. Thank you once again. Yeah.
Hopefully.
Then
Thank
good
you very much.
người từ cõi tâm không